Oops, on the wrong way. The next step of our book, we're going to make this page. So we need to start off with a new base page, and let me tell you what to cut out. Okay, you need a piece of card to sit over the base page, 6 by 6, and I've cut just a small semicircle out of that, the tab to fit behind. You need a piece of the building blocks page. It's got the blocks on the back. This is from the 8 by 8 book, and that is 5 3/4 by 5 3/4, and that's going to sit over there like that. You need one of our photo mats, 6 1/4 by 4 1/4. And from the 12 by 12 sheet of cut out numbers and alphabets, I've cut the telling time label. And then you will need a strip of the grammar school paper. I've cut this from the 8 by 8 and cut that at 1 7/8 by 5 3/4. And then for the tag, or the photo mat, cut this at 5 1/2 by 3 7/8. And then I've cut 2 of the letters out from the building blocks page, the A and the Z. And then there's 2 embellishments I've used on here. You can use whatever you like, but I've used a 7 Gypsies metal foil top and one of the Tim Holtz clock faces and dials. And then I've just put a pearl brad in the middle of that one. Okay, so let's put it all together. We're going to use the very narrow tape to attach this pocket onto the base page. So I'm just going to put that on and I'll be back in a minute. Okay, I've put the tape right up against the very edges of the 3 sides here. So I'm going to turn it over and stick it right over the top of the base page. Ooh. It always does that. Okay, let me just trim that bit off where I caught it. And then we're going to stick the paper here, like that. All the way around that, and put a bit in the middle with my tape gun, and now we're going to place that over there, just leaving 1/4 inch all the way round as a border, and that forms the pocket for the tag to sit underneath. And then we're just going to finish that off with the piece at the top. I've cut the corners. I've done them with the ticket dual punch that I use, and that means that it will fit under the top of the pocket quite neatly. So I'm going to stick that, and then I've just poked it under the top of the pocket, and I'm going to stick it down like that. You may find it easier to put that on first. I always work back to front and have brilliant ideas after I've done something. So that finishes off the page itself. For the top, I cut out the 2 letters, A and Z, and I've inked those, and we're going to stick those down. So I'm just going to use a bit of wet glue for that. I've gone for the bigger brush this time. These came in a pack of 3 for about 50p, and they've been brilliant, absolutely brilliant. Okay, if you've got this far and you've made all the pages, then your book should be looking really fab. And I hope you're following the instructions okay. Right, stick those 2 down. Let's move that away. And in the middle of the one that I'd made earlier, I'd actually cut out a T and an O and put that in between. I haven't cut those out, but I will do. Or you could put a number 2, or you could do whatever you like at the top. So let's just put that back in there. Next thing we need to do is repunch our holes down here. So I'm going to use my crocodile. So I'm going to turn the page over and just cut away. And then we won't stick the next piece over that. We know where. I don't know which way to put it. That way. Okay. On the one that I've made, I just ripped the bottom corner. I quite like that. So I think everything looks really square and angular in this book. So to do that, I just work the paper until it just rips naturally, and then ink over the rip just to make it look as though it's been there for a while. And then you can bend the edges over and rip or wear or tear the edges. Tim Holtz has got a great distressing tool, which I do have, but I haven't used that for a while actually. So let's just re-ink that. And I'm going to put that over there like that. So let's just put some tape on it. Lost its squeak. Okay. And stick it down. Just make sure there's no tape sticking out. Like that. And then for the photo mat, I just took the 6 1/4 by 4 1/4 black card, cut the corners off with the ticket punch and put my photo slots in. So now I'm just going to put my paper on, and that just fits inside the photo slots. I've inked it already, so I'm just going to glue that. And one in the middle. Okay. I've just put some new tape in the gun and it's really, really sticky. Okay, I'm just going to position that just above the slots and stick it down. And then just add this 7 Gypsies tab at the top. I'm just going to put a little bit of glossy accents under that, so let me just do that, and then we'll put it all together. Okay, so I've just stuck that down with some glossy accents, and that's starting to dry. And then I just finished off with one of the Tim Holtz clock faces, and I'm going to stick that down with some foam tape. Got a small piece of foam tape, and I'm just going to put that on the back of there, press it down well, peel the backing off, and then just stick it down on there. Slide the photo mat in, and that page is finished. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you for the next page shortly.